Okay, someone was asking about cameras that I use. I've been using this lately, cell phone, but I also use two action cameras and then an Olympus that handheld when I'm sometimes. These here I can clip right on the machines. I got a lot of attachments for those little tripods, smaller tripod than that tripod. Now I'll switch to the other camera and show the camera that I'm filming on right now. Okay, and then the other camera that I was just videoing the cameras with is this camera, this Canon. I like it to a certain extent, but and there's what it is. And what is it? EOS Rebel SL3. And the reason I like it is, especially for outside videoing, my wife has lenses that stick out about that far. I can't remember what power they are, and they all fit on this camera. So, and then plus all kinds of filters that she uses. I just haven't gotten the hang of using it yet. I do have a plug-in battery adapter for it, so I can plug it in, so I don't have to rely on battery. But for the most part, I've been using my cell phone lately. I'm going to switch and take most of the video with my Canon this time, and we'll see. Okay, I'm using my Canon camera. We're going to make the little stop lever for the tailstock now. It has 832 threads, so what I'm going to do is drill and tap a little short stub, drill across all for a pin or something to go through it. You'll see. So I'm going to go over here to the lathe, and I've got a piece of stock picked out, and we're going to just I'm going to drill and tap a 832 thread in it, and then I'm going to part it off, two of them, and then I'm going to chuck them, and then try to put a full radius on the end of it. So here we go. So I'm going to move you. I'm going to move stuff out of the way. I'm going to move the step stool out of the way. It's in the way of the tripod. So the sun is shining today. 17 below. Not real nice out. We've had a really good cold snap here. And so there we're getting you set up on the, get what I call it in there? Why, yes I do. So the first thing I'm going to do is face it off and drill and tap 832 thread in it. I could single point some threads, but just not feeling like doing it. Come on. It looks like I gotta dig out the dovetail cutter. This one here is fitting a little too tight. This might be one of the father-in-laws that he had. Alright, I'll take this one. Turn that. It's going to be New Year's Eve tonight, so Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope you have a good 22. Okay, here we go. Haven't had the lathe running, so you know the process that I do. Pick a low speed here first, get the oil circulating. I'm going to take her down. I'm going to take her down to 70. And let it just circulate the oil around in the gears there on the inside. It's not that cold in the shop here. It only gets down to, I turned the temperature down to about 50, I think. Whatever the lowest setting on my thermostat on the wall is, I think it's 50. But right now it's running. Oh, I can show you a little trinket that I got for Christmas from Santa Claus. And the lawn ornament, but I hung it up there. Kind of hypnotizes you. I hung it in front of the furnace. I wasn't going to walk out and put it in the snowbank. Alright. I should put this on a small tripod too. What I should do is make an overhead so that I could shoot in at an angle. Maybe I'll work on that. It really wouldn't take much. Couple pipe fittings. Take this pipe across here, just so it's above my head. I might make that a project here. All right, let's LED light box. These are the lights that I got for the mill. Right here, these. Turn it on. All right. I'll kick this up to 1,000. Alright, here we go. And then we're going to drill tap for 832. And center drill. Center drill at first. Yeah, this project has been, well, like I say, 30-some years old. 30-some years since I had it down and playing with it, or had worked on it at all. The only reason I quit is because I was moved to the office area. I had no machines at home at that time, so then I had no access really to do any machining. I suppose I could have snuck out there into the shop and worked on some stuff, but we had some people that would have whined about it. Well, why is he doing that? You know, there's always some of those around. Now I don't know how long I'm going to make those. I got to kind of figure that out. What it'll look. No more than a ½ inch. I'm going to go 400. So I'm only going to drill this 300 thou deep. One, actually maybe 250. Two, 50. Okay. Tap. 832. Let's see. the bottom. Well, I guess I do kind of want a bottom. Yeah. This is actually, well, I think this was a plug tap that was turned off, or that was ground off, that I ground the tip off. Probably couldn't find one, so I quick ground the tip off of it. Now, my tap guide here. It's a spring-loaded tap guide. LED. Slide that up there. Thank you. Finally. I was blowing cold air on top of my head. And yeah, I've been using a cell phone. I've got two of those cell phones, and they actually got pretty nice cameras in them. That's the only reason I got two. Wanted it for the camera. Okay, I want a chamfer tool. I thought I had one set up. Here we go. It's at an angle, so it won't be quite a 45, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Chamfer on the bottom. Now, part it off. Now I got to straighten it out. I'll use the blade itself and come up against. I'll come up against the, call it, not the collet itself, the collet holder. It's got a straight shoulder on it. Right there. My tools are set at center already. The only time I have to check the center is when I put a new tool in. It's supposed to be on center anyway. Alright, I want to go, I don't know if I should go 500. I'll go 400. Yep, 400 now. Alright, I need the coolant bottle. There it is. Got a little spritzer here. Cold roll steel is the worst to part off. It's a little too gummy. And that's not it, that's chips. Oh, here it is. I picked up some chips. Here we go, and now I'll round this off. And before I do that though, I'm going to put a cross hole in that. Okay, so we'll pull it out and get another one off of this. And we'll face it off. That tool is kind of ground funny. It's got a bit of a angle on it. I wonder if I got enough room to tweak it outward. Looks like it. That'll work. Center drill. Just checking to make sure that you're still focused in the right spot. Camera tends to focus on things that I don't want it to focus on. That's why I kind of neglect to use it. I just want a little spot. Drill. When did I go deep? And I don't remember how deep I went on that. Boy, I must have went just about clear through. Wow. Let me measure this. Don't remember how deep I drilled that. That deep. $300. 300. Oh, I went 250. I remember that now. I was going to go 300, and then I went 250. One, two, 50. Okay. Burnt my finger yesterday and it really hurts. Right? You can see it right there. That's what happens when you pick up red hot wire. Rum dum. Alright. We'll go from here over to the. Ooh, I just about broke that tab. We'll go from here over to the mill when we get this parted off. Drill that cross open. And I went 400. 400. You know, I could be using my readout, but this will work. This will work, I think. One of the things about part off, gotta keep coolant on it. If you don't, you're asking for trouble. It'll gum up, and then tool pulls down, it'll break your tool. And oh shoot, I didn't put a chamfer on that. Darn it! Now I got to try to hit it with a file because there's got a little bit of a burr on it, and it won't go into collet when I come to do my work over on the mill here. So let's sit here. I got a buffer. I suppose I could buff. I just want to buff that burr off, or get that burr off of there. Too much yakking. Hope everybody had a good Christmas out there. Ours was our first Christmas that we didn't have it at the in-laws' house. We had it here basically for the two sister-in-laws and us. And we went to the nursing home. We went to the nursing home and opened a few presents there, which, you know, like I say, it wasn't wasn't real pleasant, but you know, gotta face it. That's the way it is. All right, I'm gonna move to the mill here. So you gotta swing around here. I got you plugged in. Oh, jeez. These action cameras work pretty good too, because you can get into where you normally can't with. Plus, you can wear them, just like the GoPro. This camera was dropped and it's got a crack and it's got chipped corner, all chipped up. That's why I got a new camera. You can see it's all chipped up over here, chipped up over there, crack across it. Still works for a camera though. It works really well for a camera. So can't complain. All right, get the cameras out of the way. The camera bag. And this one, Old Faithful here. Alright. We need to get, if I see collet holder. I'll take the square block. Isn't it weird? I don't know if they've changed their ways, but you order a collet block set. You get the block, you get the square block, you get a hexagon block, get two lock rings, and then a lever lock, and that's it. You don't get a wrench. So I made my own. I made my own wrench. I don't know if maybe they've changed it now, but that's the way it was back when I was in the shop. You know, I always thought that was kind of funny that they didn't send a wrench with. You know, how much money would it cost to whip a wrench out? Not much. Yeah. Okay. I could put a collet stop in there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to eyeball it. Doesn't have to be. I'm going to get it on center, but I don't have to get it perfectly on from the end in. Alright, tighten it up. There we go. Well, you're kind of off yonder somewhere. So we'll put that in there. Now, if I can remember how to get half on my DRO, the half function, I'll be in business. So, get my edge finder, make sure the battery's up. Yep. Want to make sure the battery's up, otherwise you turn it into something and keep turning and it doesn't light up, and you and then pretty soon you go, oh man, I messed it up. Turning my quill stop down, because if you turn in real hard against something, you'll mess it up. It doesn't have a lot of forgiveness. Let's move over here, away from that. That's good. Should do it. We'll go over here and go touch. Right there, 0. Then we go over here and touch. Come on, come on. There. Okay, so now we go up on the readout and you see it's 1 inch 5/23, so we do the half function now. I gotta remember how to do that. Is this, see it right here? You go, nope. Okay, 0. I'm just gonna do it here. All right. So Y. Yeah, nope, that just clears it. Oh, I hit the wrong Y. That's why. That's why, I think. Yep. Gotta remember, don't hit that one. Hit that one. So I'll go back down here and do this again while you're watching the readout for me. Right there. 0. What was it? 1 inch 5/23 or something like that. Kind of hit it hard there. Right there. All right, now Y half. Okay, that should put me on center line. Now if I put that on 0, or close to, damn close to. All right, now we should be on center line. Boop. We'll see when I crank it over there, I guess. Let's turn this light around here. Looks dark. How's that? Much better? Alright, I'm going to put the drill chuck back in. I put a sleeve around it so that it doesn't touch other things in my toolbox and run down. Small drill chuck. Might have to crank it up to get there. know I'll have to crank it up. I ain't gonna reach that. Won't have to crank it up much. Alright, center drill. Small center drill. I just put it in here. There we go. I just put it away because I was using it when I was doing the gib adjustment with the brass. Let's see. You need to get that light different, huh? Let me pull my rubber protector back. How's that? Oop, you're not looking at it. Kind of close, ain't I? With the light. I guess I gotta move back a little. Because if you get it closer, you really get it washed out. But if you get back a ways, it's not so bad. It's just, I think it's just a little too bright. How about if I go like this to defuse it? Oh yeah, that's better. I laid a Kleenex over it. All right, now my camera shut down. See, that's another thing. I haven't figured it out. It says maximum video length has been achieved. Recording has stopped. So, not sure what that's all about. Let's move you up just a little bit. There we go. Now, what size do I want to put in there? I want to see what size dowel pins on there. Well, I want it to slide. I could use a small pin. I'm not exactly sure what size I want to put in there. I'm going to go with the 93. I think. 93 thou. So that's actually I want to go a little bit bigger than 93. I'll go with a 96 so I can put a 93 pin in there, swage or crimp the ends so that it can slide back and forth. One down. Flip that around. Center row in. Now, I want to see how far I went on this one. So I like this. I think I like the location of this one. I like the location that is about 100 thou from the end. So I'm going to just go over here to the end, eyeball it on the edge, zero it, and go over 100. Right there. That way they're both about the same. Go. Go back over to the lathe. Gotta take this collet out. Leave the collet. I'll set that there for now. And we'll head over to the lathe. Back over to the lathe. Let go. Air hose. Take over the blade. Alright. Come back in. Let's see the chip laying there. Now I have some inverted radius tools. I don't know if I can get in there though with them. We're going to see. Right there. I'm going to grab one, a small one here. Find them. Big ones. Really small one. Where I put them. I got a really small one here. I mean, that wouldn't put much of a radius on. I want one bigger than that. Huh. I'll have to grind one up here. Yeah. looking for a tool bit now. Tool bit. I think this is a tool bit that I used for a belt groove. But the other end has got the start of a radius on it. I'm going to go ahead and grind that up, and then I'll be back. Okay, that didn't take long. Oh wow, that's hot yet though. So, if it's going to focus on that or not. I want you to focus on that. There you go. So, get that put in a tool holder. Fit right into that one, and I shouldn't have to check center because that's the same size tool that's in there. Oh, poop. Get on the floor. Just trying to make them escape. That's the same size tool bit that I took out, so it should work all right. Now, I don't know if I want to go 1,000 RPM though. I'm going to kick that down to 600. And we'll come in there and give her a whirl here. Now, you can't see. What I need is tilt that tripod like that. Wonder how much wiggling that'll do. Don't look too bad. I want you to focus right there. Alright, here we go. Come in and touch the end first. Well, it's not a perfect radius, because I didn't use a radius gauge when I ground it. Just going to use a file to smooth out the end there a little bit. This out of the way. Trying to get that little kid off of there, but I didn't go in far enough, but I didn't grind that radius back far enough. But that'll be okay. That'll be just fine. Now, I gotta do the other one. And then we'll get threads in them. Alright, so we'll put that in there. There we go. Yeah, actually, if I ought to ground that back further, maybe I'll go ahead and quick touch that up a little bit. Just try to grind it back a little bit more. Just a second there. My fingers are getting hot. That's enough. I got it back a ways. Not far enough yet, though, but it's cool. Alright, here we go. If I run back a little bit further, it'd have been alright, but it'll work. Yeah, see, that had to been back a little bit further ground, and then it would have went out to the end, but that's okay. Now, 832 threads. I'm just going to screw a thread bolt in there and cut the head off, and chamfer it up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then when I get that done and get them done, and then plus I'm going to find some stock to put through there. So I'll be back when I get that done and show you what it looks like. Okay, I got them cross pins in them, and I got them swaged on each end a little bit. You can lock that down, and that'll lock that down. It won't turn. You crack it open, and then you can. All right. Why did it turn it? That's interesting. It's turning tight. The other one here is fine. This other one over here, lock it, unlock it. I must have forced that in, and it messed up the threads, maybe. Let's take it out and see. Okay, I don't know if I took something out with took a reamer and just hand worked it through. And I didn't feel anything really, but it's working now. I can lock it, won't turn. Unlock it, it turns. So, what's next? Oh, we gotta make two more of these for back here with a 440 thread. But I want them to look similar to these with a 440 screw. That's gonna be pretty small. I should have maybe made those bigger. You know, to lock them and lock that in place. And what else? What's left on the tailstock? Oh, I got to find out what kind of Morse taper I can put in there. Small. I'll have to look up the... I'm not sure what the smallest Morse taper is. I might have to go to a different taper or my own taper. I may have to make my own taper. And I think I have some little drill chucks down here somewhere that I didn't use. Not exactly sure where I put them. Because I had ordered 2 or 3 of them when I made my high-speed attachment for my lathe. Oh, here it is. Here's one. Here's one right here. So that's the drill chuck I plan on using. It's about the right proportion, maybe. So I'll need to make a taper. That is a taper in there. I'm wondering if I can make that taper in here onto that. So just, no, I'd rather have one that goes in the inside like it's supposed to. I have the attachments for it somewhere. Not exactly sure where those are at. I'll have to hunt them up. A lot of that stuff I put in this little stuff I put in a box here in my top drawer so that I could not lose it. Because it had a brass taper to fit on a motor. On a small motor. I'm looking on the small motors here. Because it fits on a motor like this, a high-speed motor. That's what I used for my lathe for a high speed. Have it turning and I think those run at 30 some thousand RPM. Works good for this attachment. Works good for drilling the electrode of the wire hole in the spark plugs, and it just slides. I made a taper to fit in the lathe, and then a long straight pin, and I just slide it in. It works pretty good. Other than I have a 9-volt battery, it depending on how much drilling you do, a 9-volt battery goes dead pretty quick. I should make a power pack for it, but at 12, that thing is really zinging. Although that's what it's actually made for, is a 12 volt. So that's a someday project also. Mess with that. But anyway, I'll find the taper for that, and that's the taper that I'll put in there, and I'll just make it a double taper, you know, a taper to fit in here, and then the male to fit into that. And I have one on that. I think it's the only other one I have. So anyway, I'll round something up for that. So, and Oh, get the needle out here so I can see what's what. Wow. Ooh. Close. A close-up. I want to thank all the subscribers for subscribing to my channel and following along and giving me the thumbs up every now and then. And you don't have to give me a thumbs up every time. I don't expect that. I expect, but I do like it when somebody finds some use in my videos and gives me a thumbs up or throws me a comment. And I think I'm up to 1,300, 1,200 subscribers, which for me, that's fine. You know, it's more of a video log of what I can look back to see what I worked on 2 years ago, 3 years ago. That's what it started out to be, and it's kind of gotten a little bit bigger every now and then. So, but anyway, Happy New Year to everybody out there, and thanks for subscribing, and thanks for giving me thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys later, and we'll work some more on the lathe. But it won't be for at least a couple days, because I should have been working on a snowblower, and I didn't today, and I'm going to tomorrow probably work on a snowblower tomorrow afternoon. So and got some other little things to do here and there. Oh, starter on my pickup is acting up a little bit. I'll work on that. So anyway, Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.